What's up, guys? Animanga returns with the episode 12 review of Duel Monsters. This one, like I said last episode, is known as Trial by Red Eyes, of course. To my viewers viewing this who already know it, and you already knew this, but the ones who don't know, the episode title is Trial by Red Eyes, is the continuation of the Joey versus Rex duel. And it does a lot more than just the Joey Rex duel. This episode is incredible. It ties so many things together. So I want to go ahead and get straight on into the 5 points. So the 5 points I love about this episode. The first point, the whole Red Eyes appearance. The whole Red Eyes appearance is great. I love that he's not. They mention he's the rival of Blue Eyes, which is really crucial to, honestly, to the lore of Red Eyes. He is entwined with Blue Eyes because, Joey's the rival of Kaiba, and Red Eyes is the rival of Blue Eyes. It makes sense, but Red Eyes is weaker than Blue Eyes. Of course, Rex plays the Dragon Nails card to boost it to 3,000, which is equal to a Blue Eyes. So in a way, he was equal to Blue Eyes in that duel. And so his appearance was great. Everyone was stunned by it. And Yugi was like, my grandpa told me about this card. It rivals the Blue Eyes White Dragon. And Mai's like, it's about time he played a card that put Joey in his place. All that stuff was great. So that's the first point. Red Eye's great appearance. His first appearance. And the second point, the whole Time Wizard Time Roulette Go scene. I couldn't resist. I had to do it. The whole reason Time Wizard was played, I think, was because Rex reminded Joey about the Time Wizard by trying to wager his Red Eyes for Joey's Time Wizard, thinking he couldn't lose. But unknowingly, he stupidly reminded Joey about the Time Wizard out on the field. And Joey's like, oh yeah, that's right. Because Rex was trying to get a one-up on Mai. He was thinking of too far ahead. He thought if he could get the Time Wizard, Mai can't beat that card. And she really can't. She never, in the whole Joey-Mai rivalry, she really struggled against Time Wizard. That was her huge weakness. So, anyway, the whole Time Roulette Go! And when they dubbed that, I always noticed right before when he said there's a chance I gotta take. And he was saying, when he said that, you could hear like an echo of his voice, and then he said Time Roulette Go, and the echo was like go 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 like that. I always noticed that mess up though. They definitely echoed Joey's voice right before the Time Roulette Go. So that's the second point. And of course, and real quick for the second point, Red Eyes being turned to stone and Rex still trying to salvage what was left. He's like, Red Eyes, go on and attack. No, no, no. As he crumbles. All awesome moments. So Rex gets wrecked like he deserved. And the third point, and this one to me, honestly, is the most important point of this episode. It is Mai helping the gang out with the food and the campfire. That whole 4 or 5 minute scene of them struggling to have camp and food because it got dark. It was the end of the first day of Duelist Kingdom. The first day is over, almost. Not for them, but the first day was pretty much over for most people that were left in the tournament. And Mai, out of the goodness of her heart, she started realizing that after Rex lost, that I'm pretty sure she thought they were good guys or good people. And this is when her character starts to actually build, and she's not just the annoying, pompous jerk. She's not the annoying, pompous, pretty girl. She actually starts growing a character, and she helps him out with the food and campfire. And I gotta tell you, the jokes that Tristan and Joey were delivering in this whole 4 or 5 minute segment were incredible. I still quote them to this day. I still quote Tristan's when he was telling the story. He was like, and when they got out of the car to look what was in the back seat or trunk of the car, it was over 50 pepperoni pizzas with double meatballs. And Taya's like, Tristan, that's not a ghost story. He actually thought that he really was trying to bait them with that seemingly scary story, and it turned into a joke. It reminds me of the stories my dad used to tell me. He would tell me scary stories that ended up turning into a joke. So I always keep that moment with me. Tristan was great at telling that joke. And Joey's jokes. When when Maya had got all the food out, and Yugi's like, "Wow, look at all this food. We got the candy bars, dibs on the candy bars. We got the I forget. It was like beef jerky. We dibs on the beef jerky. Canned fruit." And he cricket, cricket. He didn't say anything. And he was like, "We got soda, dibs on the soda." And all that was hilarious. He just skipped the fruit, but said dibs on everything else. And of course, who can forget the moment where where they were like Mai and Taya were over by the makeshift shower thing, and Mai was looking at what they were doing in the campfire, and you could hear like out in the background, you could hear Yugi say, "Joey, I don't think we should cook the candy bars. Quiet, I know what I'm doing." He was cooking the candy bars. Ew. I mean, I don't think you can make a s'more with that, Joey, or a marshmallow or whatever, chocolate marshmallow. I don't think that'd work, Joey. So anyway, Mai's development started really getting good, and you could tell she was trying to bond with Taya a little bit. She was like, "I don't know how you hang out with those boys." So anyway, that's the third point. The fourth point, the creepy scene where again they can't have her grow too much, so she gets mad and storms off from the camp to go take a walk, and you can see panic in the background when she's like thinking about if she should be friends with the gang or not with Yugi's group, and you could see panic creepily just stalking her in the background, and he just takes her, and she's like, and she takes her away. Really creepy, not knowing who Panic is anyway to start off. Uh, Duelist Kingdom was really messed up, honestly. If you think about it, Mai was like mid-20s, and she was kind of flirting with Joey, who is like 16. So that's a little messed up, and and they got these. Pegasus has these eliminators running around the island, just stealing people and forcing them to duel, and could actually debatably kill them. Because the eliminators had no power with the Shadow Realm, only Pegasus did. So they could like just straight up just kill people if they lost a duel or to win a duel anyway illegally. That's crazy to me. So that's the fourth point. The fifth point, the end of the episode when Bakura shows up and you finally get to see who he is. Because you saw him twice before this. You saw him in episode 3 when Taya sees him, and then Taya saw him again in the next episode, episode 4. And she kept saying she saw him, and they're like, "Ah, no, you're crazy. You didn't see Bakura from school? No way." And so he shows up here, and finally Taya's like, "I told you I saw him." And Bakura just immediately comes out and says, "Why don't we play a little game with using our favorite cards? Sounds legit, right? Definitely not a shadow game or anything." So, and they're all like, "Sure, yeah, suckers." That's what Bakura's like, "Suckers." He's totally fooled them. I mean, I would be questioning a lot more where he was coming from. But of course, they don't question anything until he gets the ring to show up. And that's when things get super creepy. And he steals their souls and puts them in the deck. And this is what leads into the next episode, episode 13. But I won't get into that today. It just was a great creepy scene, and you think it's all hope is lost, and the Pharaoh shows up. He's like, "You want my Millennium Puzzle? Then you'll have to duel me for it." And of course Bakura agrees to duel him, and that's what leads into the next episode. And the rivalry begins, and having no idea Bakura would be the final villain, I was like, this guy's just another villain of the week that's gonna lose to the Pharaoh. Little did I know, but that's the fifth point. So this episode is incredible. The rating, it was really hard on this episode, but the easy part was I knew it was rated higher than last episode. Last episode was great, like I said. A good episode, just not one of the all-time greatest. I told you it was very nostalgic, and this episode's extremely nostalgic too. And I have a lot of memories. Like I said, I had this on VHS tape together with Give Up the Ghost and The Dueling Monkey, this one and then the next one. And so I always will have nostalgic feelings towards it. And if I had to rate it, 8.5 out of 10. Definitely 8.5 out of 10. It's better than the last episode, but it's not as good as Give Up the Ghost or the two Ghost Kaiba episodes for the duel. 8.5 out of 10. The episode MVP is definitely Mai. They gave her great development in this episode. Extreme good development. It was really smart of them to do that. It made Mai emerge as one of my favorite characters already. That early in the show, she was pretty much my fifth favorite character, probably, behind the Pharaoh, Joey, Pegasus, and Kaiba. And then there was her. She was definitely fifth. So that's it. I mean, what else is there to say about this episode? I said everything. It's a great episode, and the next episode review, since this one's over, I'll just tell y'all the next episode is Evil Spirit of the Ring, episode 13, and I will do that one shortly. So I'll see you guys soon. Enjoy the rest of the video.